Tradeshift platform, and I realize I'm getting excited and talking very quickly. I'm going to try to slow down. I apologize. We're now looking through the eyes of Owen, and this is our general procurement user. Once again, try to make the call out that we've created a very kind of consumer-like user interface. We pride ourselves on how kind of intuitive these processes are. And we're going to start by creating a purchase request. And we're now going to use it once again. I think we're kind of all used to creating a basket full of items and checking out. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to create a couple items. Let's say that this user is just getting some office supplies today. I'm going to add this item to the basket. I'm going to put 2, and you'll understand 2 different items. You'll understand why in a second. I'm going to add these 2 different items to a basket. Open up this basket, and here we have our 2 items ready to go. If we needed to make any adjustments to quantity or get rid of things, we could do that from here. But I'm going to go ahead and check this out. So now what Tradeshift's doing is pulling all this information into a purchase request and pulling in any attributes that are Owen's on this system. For example, Owen has a default delivery address, so we don't have to add that because every time Owen makes a purchase request, it's going to go here. I've also configured mine to require a description, hello webinar, and then for sake of example, but also because this is a very real world case that I hear about a lot, because there's the delivery address, I want to go ahead and open up the details for one of these 2 items. Scroll down, we have our accounting details, which is some of that data that's going to be going out to the ONESOURCE engine to help them generate those taxes. Because as Al said, we need to know kind of what these items are in order for them to know if a tax is exempt, or for example. But what I'm going to do here is change the delivery address for this one item to 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. And just to make sure that everyone's still awake there on the other side of the camera, if anyone knows what the address is, you get a virtual high five from myself. No points. I guess I don't have anything to give, but just to make sure everyone's still awake. So what we have here is the purchase request ready to go with 2 separate delivery addresses, which is really important. So when I click ready to submit, it's now sending out this purchase request to the ONESOURCE cloud, as Al talked about. And once again, kind of easy, plain to read information. We like to make sure that everyone knows what's going on. We can see up here on the top, the tax identification is in process. So right now, all that data is being sent out, and in real time, I'm going to refresh. We're going to now see that there has been 2 purchase orders created from this purchase request. And the 2 purchase orders are living here on the top right now. And then we can also see what's most important is these 2 separate taxes. And we could hover over them if we wanted to know, but at the bottom here, we also have a very detailed list of all of those various taxes that are required for these items based on what they are and where they're going. So I know Al talked about it a lot, but this is where we can clearly see San Francisco has a lot going on. We've got all this different sales taxes required for counties and different district taxes. And then thank you, DC, you have a very flat 6% tax on your item, which is a little bit easier to understand. So what we just saw was a purchase request being created in Tradeshift. We saw that requisition. We saw the call out to the ONESOURCE engine. We then saw the purchase order sent out to the supplier.